Hello everyone! Right from the start, today's video is going to dive straight into something a lot of players have been waiting for, and if you're even a little curious about what the upcoming 6.2 special program might reveal, you're in exactly the right place. I want to give you a clear and friendly breakdown of everything players can realistically expect to see, all based on the conversations happening in the community, the familiar rhythms of past updates, and the early information circulating right now. So if you've been preparing for the live stream or you just want a calm, simple explanation of what this version is shaping up to deliver, this whole video is designed to walk you through it in a way that feels natural and easy to follow. We're going to talk about the characters everyone can't stop discussing, the gameplay ideas people think might define the patch, possible adjustments to some of the older units, and the overall event content 6.2 seems to be setting up. By the time we reach the end, you should have a solid picture of what the special program will probably cover and why so many players are already buzzing about it. Before jumping into the big topics, looking for the best way to recharge in Genshin Impact? Loot Bar is the smarter choice. It works exactly like the in-game top-up, but it's way more affordable. New users get 10% off with the link in the pinned comment, and lucky users can receive an additional 5% discount coupon. Loot Bar also has special deals on crystal packs, including the 6480 bundle, and even an all-in-one package with everything you need. See this? The regular $100 pack only costs $80 on Loot Bar. The process is simple and secure. You don't need your password or login. Just enter your UID, pick your server, choose your pack, and your crystals are delivered in seconds. Players around the world trust Loot Bar because it's fast, safe, and affordable. So don't waste your money. Click the link in the description or pinned comment and start saving on your top-ups today. Loot Bar, safe, fast, and way more affordable. Now for a quick reminder about the giveaways. Both of the 6480 Genesis Crystals giveaways are still active and will stay open until November 30th. I'll be announcing the winners on December 1st. As always, these are part of the monthly giveaways we do here on the channel, so if you haven't joined yet, make sure you do. All you need to do is be subscribed, watch all the videos, and comment your UID and region. 2 winners will be picked soon, so don't miss your chance. Now, the biggest talking point right now, and honestly the character almost everyone expects to see featured in the special program, is Durin. And the interesting part is that people aren't expecting him to appear as a cameo or a subtle lore tease. The conversations happening all point toward him finally stepping forward as the new 5-star Pyro Sword user headlining this version. The idea of having access to Durin as a playable hero is something players have been waiting for since Dragonspine first appeared. His whole history with Mondstadt, his connection to Albedo, and everything tied to corruption versus purification already make him one of the most unique figures we've heard about in the game's story. So seeing him step into the spotlight now feels like a full-circle moment players have anticipated for years. What makes things even more interesting is the type of gameplay people are expecting him to bring. Instead of the usual pattern of activating an elemental skill, using an elemental burst, and stacking big pyro damage, the community discussions are centered on the idea that Durin might come with some sort of dual-state design that reflects his internal conflict. One state offers a purification style, something that leans more supportive and allows his attacks to benefit the team instead of only himself. The other state leans into decay, giving him a darker, more aggressive approach built around rapid pyro hits and strong reaction setups. If this ends up being accurate, Durin could become one of the most flexible pyro units yet, able to switch between a team-focused mode and a heavier single-target mode depending on the situation. And the best part is how closely this theme connects to his lore. Hoyoverse has been leaning harder into the idea of characters whose kits reflect who they are, and if we see Durin take that direction in 6.2, a lot of longtime players will probably appreciate the evolution of both Mondstadt lore and pyro gameplay. Naturally, this also brings up another big point about this update, which is the possibility of buffs or adjustments to classic Mondstadt characters. People have been talking a lot about this because older units gradually fall behind as enemy health increases and new mechanics show up in later regions. Community discussions right now suggest that characters like Albedo, Mona, Fischl, Razor, Klee, Sucrose, and even Venti might receive meaningful updates to help them feel more modern. These changes wouldn't just be tiny number tweaks or small quality-of-life smoothing. The way players are talking about it, these updates could improve damage scaling, introduce new synergy elements to their kits, or help them flow more smoothly with modern reactions and team structures. The goal is simple: letting early characters continue to feel valuable even as the game moves into more challenging, higher-level content. And a patch without a new region is the perfect moment for that kind of modernization, which matches perfectly with 6.2. And as all these ideas connect together, you can really see where the version is heading. New pyro innovation from Durin, modernization for classic Mondstadt favorites, and a general focus on deepening the gameplay rather than overwhelming players with a massive new area to explore. 6.2 feels like the kind of patch that refreshes what's already familiar. It keeps things grounded but meaningful, and gives players new ways to enjoy characters they already love. Midway through the video, if you're enjoying this deep breakdown, feel free to stay with me because we still have a lot more to uncover as we explore everything 6.2 is building toward. Now, one of the most emotional and hype-charged expectations players have for this version is connected to Columbina. Just to be absolutely clear, her banner is not confirmed. No one has officially said she will be featured. What the community expects is something different and far more subtle, a playable teaser within the story. Not a permanent release, not a full kit reveal, but a temporary moment during the Archon quest where you get to control her. This kind of preview lines up perfectly with what players have seen before in other contexts, where the developers want you to connect emotionally with a major villain-type character right before their actual banner arrives. It gives you a sense of their personality and their combat identity without showing the full details. Some players have even talked about a ring-throwing moment because of the descriptions circulating in the community. The exact shape doesn't matter as much as the impact. If Columbina gets even a brief playable showcase in 6.2, the community reaction will be huge. And this naturally leads into the banner expectations for the version. Right now, Durin is the character people consider most likely for 6.2 based on how the schedule appears to line up. For reruns, players are guessing characters who might benefit from the possible buffs or who have story relevance like Venti, Farazan, or Xiangling. None of this is confirmed, of course, but the logic behind it follows patterns from earlier patches. The developers often like pairing reruns with gameplay changes, especially when a character gains new synergy options. As for general content, 6.2 isn't expected to introduce a new region or expansion. Instead, players may see a seasonal event with a free 4-star bow that reaches around 5 on 10 base attack at level 90. Free event weapons are always a welcome surprise, since they give both new and veteran players something fun to experiment with. And if character adjustments do arrive, that bow might be designed to support some of those older units in a way that helps bring them back into the spotlight. Altogether, 6.2 feels like a patch focused on refining the game rather than expanding it. A spotlight character with deep lore roots like Durin, long-awaited involvement from a high-profile antagonist like Columbina, and potential modernization for early Mondstadt units all come together to create an update that respects the game's history while pushing it forward. And the special program will give us the first real look at how all these pieces fit together. Now I want to know what you're personally most excited for. Are you drawn to the idea of Durin arriving with a dual-form combat identity? Are you waiting for that moment when Columbina finally steps into the story as a playable tease? Or are you one of the players who has been hoping that characters like Albedo, Mona, or Venti might finally get the adjustments they deserve? Tell me in the comments because I genuinely want to see where the community stands going into this special program. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to stick around for future videos because we're going to explore every detail once the stream actually drops.